Kia ora, ko Vivi, ho, spirit-led little Kiwi girl, and we've got 2 more messages, so let's bring in with our light. Says, our light, work your light. Oh, Rebecca Campbell, beautiful card, beautiful deck. So we've got this guy. Now, I am simply just a messenger, right? And all these messages I bring here for you is for you to light up your life. So this is why these cards are all about lighting up your light, to be the superstar that you are. So let's do that. Let's do that. What's on the bottom of the deck? Let's do it one more quick shuffle. Let's see one end that I haven't been able to. Oh yes, I can do it with this one. Let's do that. Okay, boundaries. Oh, the boundaries. But I like. We've got to set boundaries. We don't got to do anything. Where are you? Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Maybe saying yes to you and more yeses to yourself than anybody else, instead of yesing everybody else in the world and forgetting about you. Oh, this whole trip to Bali has been just about me. I'm just using my story to this thing and saying yes to me and not feeling guilty. That sometimes it starts to roll in, don't get me wrong, because I've been a certain way all my life, been in survival mode. So my book is all about that. Well, my books are all about being survival mode and how I became the person. It's about becoming, right? And it's about becoming the superstar that you are. So put some boundaries in your life to clear out the clutter, to bring it back to you, because you are the rising superstar in your life. And you know, when putting those boundaries up, you're going to have the crumbling. People are, oh shit's going to think, what? What do you mean though? You've always done that. You've always been there for this. You've always said yes, and now you're saying you're not. Does that make sense? So this is like my crumbling and putting the boundaries up. I put boundaries up a month ago, and my brother has struggled with, he's been that my younger brother, I raised him. I'm a young kid. I was only 12, 13 at the time, and Mum was going through there was lots of stuff. Anyhow, that's all in the book. Long story short, he was very suicidal. I think he's committed suicide, or attempted suicide so many times, that the last time he did it was at his other brother's house and his family members. And instead of getting the attention he used to do it, because this was like 10 years ago, now he's free from jail and he's trying to do what he used to do back in 10 years ago and bring it into now, because in his world he thought he was this, he wasn't. But because he couldn't, everybody could tell him what he could be doing and who he is and how wonderful and amazing person he is, but he didn't believe that in himself. He believed himself to be useless, worthless and shitless and all the rest of it. So I had a word with him, after like, oh my poor brother, and then I was like, this was ages ago, back in the beginning of the year he did it, and I said to him, he's got unresolved shit that he needs to resolve. Instead of, he was so fearful of that shit that he wouldn't face it. And then he created more dramas for his life. So he never put any boundaries around himself. He just kept on keeping on doing what he's used to, right? So last month, he attempted suicide, and it wasn't an attempt, because he ended up succeeding. What a thing to succeed in. I mean, I said to him and my other brothers, look, he's going to keep on going, he's going to do what it is, and it's saying the truth, right? So it's speaking the truth in situations, not being la-la about it. And when he does, I'm not coming back from Australia for his funeral. did it break my fucking heart when he did? Absolutely. I was usually when my family, like close one, particularly babies that I raised, I'd race back. I'd jump on the plane and go. No, not this time. Not doing it. And I did it. And I had that remorse and guilt of everything. And knowing that I should have been there. And that was my crumbling. It was, and you know what? My family was all good about it. They said, you told us, but everything that I was working on in New Zealand had to do with my brother. And then I had to put boundaries around myself. So now I might be hiding in Bali and trying to make myself feel good, but I do feel good because this is my world. I'm no longer bound to other people's decisions in life, right? So, let's do that. What are you clinging on to? I had to let that go. The crumbling is the, your boundary thing. Let it go. Let it go, let it go. Anyhow, my heart's ill. What enough about me. Let's talk some more about our collective. You may be going through some shit like that, like big major dramas that you've always said yes to, and now you're like, you know what, I'm not doing it. It could be in a relationship with a toxic person. I hope it's not about that, but I'm feeling there is a toxic person in your life that's trying to drag you down. You need to set it could be a friend, affair with a friend. You need to set your boundary, move in the opposite direction, and dance with life, and saying no to everything that don't belong there, and saying more yeses to you. You're free to dance with life, right? And being free to dance with life and changing your energy, it helps you rise up the superstar within you. Oh my goodness, darling, because you are rising superstar, right? So dancing with life is doing something to change the energy around us, and that, my darling, is exactly what I'm doing here in Bali. I'm dancing with life, I'm retreating, I'm hermiting, I'm doing all of that. Saying yes, yes, yes. Let's go and take a trip to Bali. Yes. How the fuck am I going to do that? I'm just going to do it. Oh, okay, I can do that. Maybe saying, yes, I'm just going to jump in that car and I'm going to see where I'm going to end up, to dance and with life, to do something different instead of working on that mouse trap. You know how when you watch mouse go through their maze, they do the same track. Even like you know who moved my cheese? So you do something the same way. I've always said yes. You've always said yes. Now it's putting those boundaries to say yes to you. Clear out the clutter. Allow them to crumble away, because they will. However that happens, allow for your healing to dance with life. And dancing with your life, do something to change your energy, you will bring that healing to say more yeses to yourself, to be the superstar you are. Because while you're doing that, while saying yes to yourself, you're getting grounded. So you could get grounded. We are highly highly sensitive, and we need to get back to nature. So kia ora, aroha nui. I hope it's resonate. I'm not like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Kia ora, aroha nui. We'll see you in our last message if you want. Whatever. Up to you.